Hello everyone, it's me again. I'm back with you with another contest video today. Today's entry is going to be for Bev. Her channel is called Clarkavision, and she has surpassed the 400 subscriber count, which is an awesome achievement in itself. Congratulations, Bev. And she's also celebrating 1 year in the VC. So both are landmark monumental achievements. So congratulations, Bev. So she's running a contest. And admittedly, this was probably one of the more challenging contests that I'm entering, because I really had to dig around in my collection to find enough examples of things to come up with to show. But I like a challenge, so I've got several things to show here. I'm pretty sure I have the questions straight in my head. I didn't write anything down. I almost never do, as you know. But I've been subscribed to Bev for, geez, since very early on, I think, in her VC career, if you call it that. Definitely heavier into metal, which sometimes crosses with my interests, sometimes not, but that's okay. I like her channel and her enough to watch, even if the record that she's showing isn't something that I'd listen to. There's several metal people that fall into that category for me, and she's definitely one of them. So enjoy her channel a lot, and I will do my best to remember to put a link down below. I know I say that sometimes and I don't, because I forget, because sometimes I don't always upload these right away after I make them. So I will do my best to remember to put a link down below to her channel, or at least her contest. Now, to the contest in question, it's all about the number 4, which is right up my alley, because I love having things sync together with numbers. I've done that myself in a couple of my contests. So the first question is to show an album which is the 4th studio release by an artist or a band. Not an EP, not a live album, it has to be studio. So that one was pretty easy. That was actually the easiest question. I'm going with Harvest by Neil Young. This was his 4th studio album. His biggest hit, had a #1 single off of this with Heart of Gold. Probably among my very top favorite Neil Young albums. And just as a side note, I ran this through Discogs. I listed this one. I put this one on my list recently, and I found out this was a first pressing. So all the identifiers matched. It has all the stuff in it, the poster and everything. So I was pretty pleased with this one. I know we all like to have originals wherever we can, and this is one of the few that is original. So Harvest by Neil Young answers the first question. Now, for the second question, you had to show 4 albums, with each album showing one of the 4 elements, whether it's fire, air, earth, or water. Now I've got, well, I'm going to do earth first, because I went literal, and I went with Fragile by Yes, but I don't know if that's too literal. So if you don't like this one, Bev, I got a backup here. I went with this one here, Delicate Sound of Thunder, because it shows, the ground pretty well in the cover, the earth. So if you didn't like Fragile, I know I call it Fragile, but if you don't like that one, hopefully you'll like this one, to cover the element of earth. Next one is water, and I've got this one here. This is Sonic Sunspot by the Dukes of Stratosphere, and of course it shows you the horizon here with the ocean and the water, and this is a great album too. So when I was trying to think of covers that had water on them, this was one of the first that popped into my head, so I went with this to show water. For fire, I went with Genesis. And then there were 3. You've got him right here, lighting a smoke. And I don't know what this is, but it kind of looks like it's kind of fiery, so I went with this for fire. I had a hard time coming up with covers that had fire in them. So I'm hoping this one will be acceptable. Here's the back cover. It kind of like goes like this. Ha ha ha. Is that lava, maybe? I don't know. That's kind of fiery. So I hope. Yes, maybe. I hope. And then for air, I went with this one here, Boomtown Rats, Tonic for the Troops, showing a big piece of the sky right here to symbolize air. So that's what I went with this one. This was, like I said, this was more of a more challenging contest than the usual ones. So put a lot of effort into this one for you, Bev. I hope you appreciate that. The next question is to show 4 albums with horses on them. And if you can't find horses, then some other kind of 4-legged animal. I lucked out. I was able to find 4 albums with horses on the cover. We go back to Neil Young for this one. This is Journey Through the Past. This was the soundtrack to his film, which I've never seen. I don't know if anybody else has ever seen it, but you've got several horses on the cover here. So that's the first one. The second one, we go to The Clash. Give Them Enough Rope. Got the guy sitting here on the cover, on a horse on the cover. And if that's not enough for you, on the back, we got a ton of horses. So this is a good example of horse on a cover. With the third one, we kind of have a stylized picture of a horse. This is Poco. The album's called Legend. I'm hoping this counts because it's a horse. A horse is a horse. Of course, of course. And finally, we have a white horse on the cover of this Bob Marley album, Confrontation. So there you have it. 4 albums with horses on them. And we get to the 4th question, which is to show an album with the number or word of 4 in the title or artist or whatever. So I have 2, just in case one isn't acceptable. I have a backup, just like the other question. Eric Clapton's 461 Ocean Boulevard. Huh? Yeah. If you don't like this one, Bev, I also have Van Halen's 1984. I think you'll like this one. Being a metalhead, I know you probably like Van Halen better. So I threw this one in there. Okay. And that's it. That was pretty short and sweet. Thank you all for watching. And once again, Bev, congratulations on hitting those milestones. Well done. Well deserved. And good luck to everyone else who enters the contest. And I will see you guys again all soon. So peace. Love y'all and take care.